It's moving day in Frisco, Texas. They're moving in 2 old-time railroad engines along with their tenders. So it's 4 pieces of equipment that's being unloaded from rail flat cars today for the Frisco Railroad Museum. The pieces are coming from the Dallas Railroad Museum, which is closing down. That museum had 80 to 100 pieces of equipment, but they were able to display only half of it or so down at Fair Park, which is where the State Fair of Texas is held, right adjacent to downtown Dallas. And they had no room to expand, and the Fair Park wanted to expand their grounds for parking and other activities, and so they were happy to get rid of the museum. And Frisco, which city was founded as a stop on the old Frisco Railway, had money to help bring the museum here, along with a lot of donations. What's going on right now is they're raising up this tender and moving it out of the way, and then the Doodlebug over to the right will pull the flat car and the other engine out of the way, and they will rotate the tender 180 degrees because it's backwards, and then they'll connect it to the engine, which is off to the left. This is a smaller engine you see here, and later on they will unload it, and well, the engine you see in the background goes with the tender that's moving down the track right now. It's a good day for moving. It's a big process to move that much equipment. There are, I say, maybe 100 pieces of equipment total that are being moved, and it's they've moved a lot of the regular cars and some Pullman cars and so forth already. It's a long ways from being open as a museum for visitors in Frisco, but you can drive by the outside of the fenced-in area and see a lot of equipment. So now they're rotating the crane to get this tender back over the first pair of tracks here. There are at least 4 or 5 parallel sets of tracks here for display eventually. The engine, which is just appearing to the left, this is a planned permanent location along with this tender. Then eventually, later on today, they will be moving that other engine behind this tender, and then that other tender behind that other engine. This is a coal tender. It's coal and water for the steam engine is stored in this car to be fed to the engine to make the engine go. I believe there's going to be nothing moving, able to operate in this museum except for the Doodlebug. Today is March 19th, 2013. Pretty good day. Temperatures up in the 60s, I believe. A lot of the workers here are volunteers for the museum, but of course the heavy equipment people are responsible for the moving of the heavy equipment. So some of these are railroad people, and some are just move anything real heavy. You can see it appears that the front wheels of the front truck are on the rails now, but it takes a while for them to hook up the tender to the engine. It isn't the regular connection that railroad cars use to connect to the engine and other cars in the frame. like you see on the back of this tender. This is a kind of a semi-permanent connection between the engine and its tender, and it takes a while for that for them to get this done. And apparently, it's easier if with the back end of the tender raised up to lower the tongue or whatever it is up there at the front of the tender to mate it to the engine. The particular video we're watching right now, the whole thing takes about 8.5 minutes. Seems like there's not much going on right now, but yeah, they're lowering the back end of it down now. Oh, that's nice. Still have about 2.5 minutes to go in this video. I think we'll see in a little bit that the back wheels of the tender are not quite on the tracks the way they ought to be. I think, as you recall, they have to lift it up a little bit and squeeze it a little bit sideways before they can say it's there. And they also have big blocks of wood that they're going to chop the wheels so that the thing won't roll, because it's going to be there rather permanently. Yeah, he's swinging the back end a little bit more.
No, it's all oil.
Yeah. The front wheels
This
on
the back
the
half the water, the front half was the coal.
Down it goes.
Like I said, it had to run through 6 feet. I went down.